detained leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has filed a 20 billion naira defamation lawsuit against the spokesperson of the Nigerian police, Muyiwa Adejobi. The police spokesperson had, in a statement, referred to IPOB as a terrorist group, which, according to Kanu, portrayed him as detained leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has filed a 20 billion naira defamation lawsuit against the spokesperson of the Nigerian police, Muyiwa Adejobi. The police spokesperson had, in a statement, referred to IPOB as a terrorist group, which, according to Kanu, portrayed him as...
Alright guys, you see this Nnamdi Kanu action, this legal action against the police PRO Adejobi, that it demands 20 billion naira. You see, Nigerian government, you know what they are doing, you know. And whosoever that Nnamdi Kanu is going to get a fair trial in this case, you just have to wake up. They won't give him. There's not going to be justice in this case.
And we have written a letter to them that they have not replied.
Case never received fair trial. They know what they are doing. You see, this very matter now, this man cannot pay for this 20,000 naira.
And most of you journalists should take time to go through some of these judgments.
Nigerian courts have upheld the prescription of IPOB. So how could take the one? So they know what they are doing. You understand? This is what I've been telling us. They know who give Nnamdi Kanu justice for this matter. And the way the matter be like this, they don't really show, say, you know, go get something.
My lawyers, and
I believe that is the reason why, you know, some persons are saying apply political solution, because they don't see the red flag already. What the Nigerian government is up to. They are just there to frustrate. They don't want to release it.
And I have respect and love for her. She knows
to, you know, give him whatever sanction. So this is just a kind of abandoning him there. Because if they go back to all the judgments and the constitution of Nigeria, you understand that the government of Nigeria have no stand.
That is why I do what I do. I am campaigning for the freedom of my people.
Let me just leave you to watch this video.
It's as simple as that.
Is giving the IPOB leader the courage to sue the Nigerian police spokesperson, Muyiwa Adejobi. I mean, how credible are the issues he's raising here?
The last administration, you know, went to court, and through the court, IPOB was declared as what? Was prescribed as a terrorist organization. And anybody that obnobs or parades himself maybe as a member, leader, sponsor, or anything around IPOB and similar organizations, who are they? I'm sorry, you know, maybe, you know, I don't know the level of education of some people, but recently what happened to the Lakurawa, you know, fellows, the court declared them as a terrorist. You don't need to be a member to be tagged a terrorist. You sponsor them, you obnob with them, you do business with them. Anyone that, you know, hovers around Lakurawa and all other similar organizations, that's who they are. And unfortunately, that's our law. It's not the opinion of anybody. It's not about emotions. It's not about being nice or not being nice. No. I think how much is he asking?
20 billion.
20 billion. That's outrageous.
But according to the legal team of IPOB, they said they have a court order, a court order, a high court order, saying that prescription in 2017 is illegal, unconstitutional. So that's what, on that basis, the IPOB leader is saying that what the police spokesperson said was wrong. What are your thoughts?
By the laws of Nigeria, because it is gazetted. Look at the Lakurawa example I gave. By the way the country, in every country, the moment it is gazetted, you will have to go as far as maybe the Supreme Court to be able to expunge it.
So the major question is this: looking at the allegations, leveled, against the police by the IPOB leader, I'll ask you:
don't forget that the man in question, is also a lawyer.
I'll still come back to that. But the big question.
I'm talking about the police.
Yeah, exactly. Police spokesperson. The big question is IPOB a terrorist organization or not? Looking at the allegation.
No, well, I want to take you from where Adekunle left. Now, in 2017, the federal government actually went to court, and that was where they got the order. And then it was the late Justice Kafarati that actually prescribed IPOB. Okay, and all his activities. Okay, and I think that was the premise that Nnamdi Kanu was kept in prison for a very long time, even though he even won some of the cases in 2018 and some other, based on his fundamental human rights. But in 2023, a high court in Enugu, Justice Onovo.
Is it state or federal?
States. Hold on now, because when you say high courts, because they are of coordinate jurisdiction.
Jurisdiction, okay.
They are both of coordinating jurisdiction. So if you look at it, that particular Justice Onovo, actually said the IPOB was not a terrorist organization, that everybody has the right for self-determination. In fact, because I remember then, in fact, Nnamdi Kanu actually sued the federal government and the Southeast governors, whereby even the justice actually said that the federal government should even pay him and even write letters of apology to him, pay him 8 billion.
That was in the job.
That was in 2023.
Abduction, no,
that is it. Now, it's over this IPOB matter. You understand?
Okay.
So now, for us, why Adejobi is now writing this? Perhaps Nnamdi Kanu is now looking at this Justice Onovo's order. Okay, declaring that you shouldn't have even declared, because he prescribed it. That is what the order was. That he prescribed that IPOB is not
a terrorist.
Yes, that everybody has a right. So perhaps that is where Nnamdi Kanu is drawing his own premise from. And holding the fact that you can't call me a terrorist or anything that is linked to IPOB as a terrorist organization. Perhaps that is where he's drawing it. So
then where is the police spokesperson drawing his?
Now, the police spokesperson might also be drawing his own inference from the Federal High Court, which, just like Adekunle is saying, because terrorism is a federal matter.
What we are talking about is that the federal government of Nigeria has gazetted it that IPOB is a terrorist organization, Lakurawa a terrorist organization, and all other similar organizations. If you now like, you can go to your backyard, high court or anywhere and say whatever. There is no high court that can overturn the decision of another high court.
But don't forget that they've gone to appeal court. They've gone to.
You will now go to appeal court until it is overturned. But as of today, that is the law. The first one done by the federal high court.
But when they went to the appeal courts, was it set aside or
no? It was set aside.
It was set aside. But there is no order yet.
No order. So the appeal court has not sat.
Not sat on the matter.
They've already gotten the final briefs from all the council. So it is left for them, for the appeal court, to now fix a date whereby they will now say, okay, fine, whether IPOB is a terrorist organization, whether Nnamdi Kanu whether we'll now say that Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist leader or not. So you get.
But was the police spokesperson wrong? Looking at things.
No, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. No, the laws of Nigeria being gazetted, IPOB is a terrorist organization until it is declared otherwise, not by any state high court. No. You will need to go as far as any other court, higher jurisdiction.
Until when? So are you saying, Adekunle, are you now saying that another person cannot take that matter to, because it's gazetted?
I said you can go to court of higher jurisdiction, not
I'm saying high court. The case is now in the court of appeal.
But there's no order.
But the law has changed. That is the point I was trying to make. Everybody has a right of. We abuse the courts a lot in Nigeria. How would a federal court make this? And we are now going to state high court. But since our politicians do it a lot, why will everybody not do it? It's only done in Nigeria. No other place you do that. When you are dissatisfied, a federal high court makes a decision. Issues
you take it to the.
You go to the high court. If you are dissatisfied, not going to your backyard. High court, another high court to now do something about it. So no.
So the
law of Nigeria has not changed. That's the point I was
in other words, Nnamdi Kanu suing the police spokesperson. How do you see this go?
I see nothing.
You think it's going to be thrown out?
Because why not? Because
you think so. It's going to be thrown out.
Like, we say we
waste of time of the court.
See, the law of Nigeria. The people you are talking about are not, ignorant people. I'm talking about the police. You get what I'm saying? You go to the police, look at the hierarchy.
Are you saying that the police have never lost a case? They've lost several cases.
I'm not talking about losing the
So the thing is, when they go to
the point I was trying to make is, they are in order to call a proscribed organization as a terrorist organization. The police based on the laws of Nigeria.
What are your thoughts?
I keep saying it, and I'll say this, because if the High Court is of equal level,
yes, okay,
and you're saying it was gazetted, so it is now the Court of Appeal that will decide. You understand? Me, I'm not saying Nnamdi, to me, I don't even like what they are doing anyway, or whatever their groups are doing, because it's none of my business. But my own is, if we look at what the law says, if the Federal High Court, whether it's states and it's federal, if they are of that level, the next thing they should do is to go to the higher court. So let the higher court be the one to interpret for us.
See,
let them be the ones to interpret. Because the thing
after the federal high court, those who went to the state high court, it's just an abuse of the process. If you know you are the best way to approach the Court of Appeal that no, we are not a terrorist group, and let the Court of Appeal decide, and that's a good one. In this case, you didn't do that. So the law of Nigeria still remains until the court, a higher jurisdiction, pronounces otherwise.
He called it an abuse of court processes. Did you agree with him?
Well, one thing about Nigerians is when they have issues, they go to another court.
Yes.
Okay. But for this, the first case was in 2017. I'm not sure that there will be any person who will be very irresponsible to have looked at a particular matter and say, okay, I want to go to court, to just for the court to decide.
Yes.
Whether if that court is of the same level. I keep saying it, if it's of the same level. Because I've asked several lawyers, what do you think? They said, which one is the last? Which order is the last?
That was the one
in 2017.
Wasn't.
You say it was gazetted, fine.
Yes.
Now the second one also came in
June 2024, and the last one from the government, I think, came in at maybe November
2023.
Yeah, but the point I'm just making is the statement from the police, say calling them a terrorist. You're saying that is another based on the Gazette of
the laws of Nigeria
of 2017.
It is another.
So until when it gets to
fine. Until when they get to the Court of Appeal.
To the Court of Appeal.
Okay. We will now decide. Because I was happy that they even called them a terrorist organization because of their activities.
Okay. There is no high court that has the power to review the decision of another high court. The moment one is decided, you are not happy, you move to the higher court. Okay. So what Azuko is saying, you are not talking about.
No, that's what I'm telling you, that what Nnamdi Kanu is now referring and trying to sue the police is because of that order.
The order.
No, you cannot say no. No, it is when they now get to the Court of Appeal. The Court of Appeal will now tell Nnamdi Kanu, no, you went to the wrong place. That is abuse of court process. Okay. You should have come to us.
But the defamation suit,
that has not invalidated the law.
But the defamation suit by the IPOB leader, how do you see this going?
The defamation?
Yes. Against the police spokesperson. How do you see this going?
No, I think the court.
Do you think it's going to be thrown out? Or?
No. It's
something valid. There's something that needs to be.
The Court of Appeal will now decide.
Will decide
whether truly they defamed him or not. But first, just like you said, yes. They will ask, if we have looked at the books and then that group is a terrorist organization. What are you talking about?
Then the defamation will be thrown out.
Yes. Then you are a terrorist leader. That's all.
Okay.